I'm going to show you how to make a homemade chili mix, and I'm also going to show you how I make my chili. Welcome to White Shadow Fare. Make it homemade and make it with love. I'm going to give you the recipe for one batch of this chili mix, but I'm making a double batch today, so you're going to see me adding twice the amount. So start by adding 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper. Measure out 3 tablespoons of chili powder. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 3 tablespoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon oregano, 1 tablespoon paprika. You can make this chili mix in batches and have it ready for whenever you're ready to make a pot of chili, or you can make it when you're ready to cook that first pot. And put that off to the side. Now I'm going to actually show you, this is the chili kit that I normally buy, and it's actually got pretty good ingredients. There isn't anything that I can't pronounce on there, but I decided that it would be cheaper for me if I made it on my own. So here's how I go ahead and make my chili. So you start with 1 large onion and 1 large bell pepper. Now my onions weren't as big as I wanted, so I did 3 onions here for my double batch of chili. I'm just putting the onions off to the side so I can chop the bell pepper. Now, unlike baking, cooking, you can adjust things to your flavor profile. So if you like things super spicy, or if there's something that you don't like, maybe you don't like garlic, so you don't want to add as much garlic, or you don't want to add any at all, feel free to do so when you're cooking. So all I do is add some oil to the bottom of a large pot. And a regular recipe uses 2 pounds of ground beef, so I'm adding 4 pounds because I'm doubling this recipe. And then you just cook it over medium-high heat. And you want to break up the meat as it cooks, and I put the lid on it. And every couple of minutes I take the lid off and give it a stir. Chili is perfect for freezing, so you have it in your freezer for a quick meal any night of the week. And that's exactly why I'm making a double batch today. So you're looking for your meat to be mostly cooked. It doesn't have to be completely browned. Once your meat is mostly cooked, go ahead and drain off any fat. Add your vegetables, those onions and peppers, give it a stir, put the lid on and cook it for 5 to 10 minutes just to soften those vegetables. At this point, you're going to add tomatoes. I start by adding 30 ounces of diced tomatoes. For me, that's 2 small cans or one of the larger cans. And add in your spice mix. Add at least 1 pint of tomato sauce. And an optional thing here is 1 to 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then we like beans in our chili, so I just looked on my shelf and saw what I had. I had some white cannelli beans, which are just white kidney beans, and then I had some light red kidney beans that I added to this. I drain and rinse my beans before I add them. If you like it more like a soup, you can add a little bit of water or add more tomato sauce. So you're going to stir, cover it up, lower the heat to a medium-low, and let this cook for at least an hour. Now, instead of using cayenne pepper, to add a little bit of heat, I had some frozen hot peppers from our garden. So at about 30 minutes, I added those in, and you go ahead and taste it, adjust your seasoning. So we just top our chili with a little bit of cheese and have some crackers or cornbread on the side. I hope that you will give this mix a try. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe, and I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Thank you for joining me here at White Shadow Fare.